Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. If you watch this channel regularly, you'll know that I love all the racing, gravel, crit, road, TT, triathlon, everything. I really enjoy it. But the discipline that I really enjoy and don't get the opportunity to do very often is team time trialing, where 2, 3, 4 people ride together to ride as fast as they can around a circuit. But today I'm going to get a chance to do that. So I'm at the Tuxford Clarion, the National Clarion Team Time Trial Championships. Now my club, South Normanton, aren't a Clarion club, but they still let you take part. You just don't win the trophy if you win. I'm taking part with my friends Matt and Lee. Lee and I did this event last year with Dean. Dean is in another team today. We actually have 3 teams in from our club today, which is absolutely brilliant. Love to see it. But it's a bit different this year. Last year we did it on TT bikes, and so did many teams, but Cycling Time Trials have introduced a road bike classification this year, and it's had a big uptake. So when we entered under TT bikes, when the start sheet came out, there were only 2 teams on TT bikes out of 12 teams. So I spoke to the event organiser and just said, you know, it's probably sporting of us to ride TT bikes, like to ride road bikes, because we want to race the other teams. We don't want to just win because we're on TT bikes. So we essentially swapped to road bikes. Now, Lee is absolutely fine with that. Matt, my teammate, not so happy, but we are doing it. So hopefully I'll see Lee and Matt at some point soon, and we'll get going. But I'll show you my road bike TT setup and talk a little bit about the event and the strategy. Some of you may remember Matt from Challenge Roth. Matt, 3 or 4 weeks have passed now, haven't they? I might have done it. How have your legs come around?
Yeah, not too bad. So I've not done any threshold stuff, so we'll see what it's going to do today.
Well, this is going to be over threshold, so that'll be fun.
It's true, yeah. Well, I haven't done any of that either.
You're not racing for Innovations today, you're racing for Amicus 13, is it?
Yeah.
Road bike team. You've got a couple of teams, haven't you?
Yeah, 2 teams, yeah.
What's the team strategy?
We're not too sure. We'll see what this 30-mile Augusti wind's going to be doing. I think that's a key.
Good.
So, yeah.
My strategy is to keep Matt talking before the start, so he misses his start.
Well, they've already gone, I think. You've done the trick. So.
Yes. Have a good ride, Matt.
Yeah, you too. Catch you later.
Steve and Paul also riding for South Normanton today. Morning, chaps. Feeling all right?
Yeah, I feel good.
First team time trial, Steve?
Yes, mate.
You have bought a new bike to celebrate the occasion?
This is true.
Feeling good?
Yeah, as long as if it goes well today, I ain't got to buy a new bike like we did after the crit race.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Perfect, understood. All right. Paul, how are you feeling? All ready to rock and roll?
Morning, Dan. I'm very well. How are you today?
I'm absolutely buzzing.
Guess what I've seen this morning?
I don't know.
Someone wearing a grey South Normanton hoodie.
Disgusting.
I mean, it was like a different team, you know what I mean?
There is a funny story behind that. Our teammate Matt Bagshaw is the only one in the club with a grey hoodie, and he was sold it by our club chairman.
He has a grey hoodie?
Yeah, I know. He was sold it by the club chairman under the proviso that everybody's got one of these and nobody has. So he's an outcast. Anyway, you took your aero bars off. Is that it? Any more modifications?
Yeah, I've took mine off, so I guess you've took yours off as well now, because, you know, I lead, they follow. No other modifications, lost the bottle cage.
Oh, yes,
you know, marginal gains and all that, but yeah.
I've took them all off. No one at all.
Well, I need one.
Let's go on there. Good. Yeah. So you have you two, and who's your third member, Dean?
Alan Tunnicliffe.
Oh, Alan Tunnicliffe, got it.
Time trialing legend. Google him. Google him.
He actually is as well. All right, well, have a good ride, chaps.
Thank you. See you in a bit.
Yeah. So this is my first teammate, Lee Tunnicliffe. Lee, our team name, and in fact our team motto, I know I've not told you this before, but it is "In Lee Tunnicliffe we trust." So no pressure. So yourself and I and Matt this morning, we're road bike TT, aren't we?
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
It's brand new. I don't think I've done this before, really.
Neither have I. And I was just telling the video that we're okay with it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Matt's not so happy.
Is he not?
No.
When's Matt ever happy?
I know, who knows? He doesn't think it's proper time trialing, and if you want to go fast, you should ride a fast bike and all those sorts of things. But I've not actually seen him yet either, so he's turning up.
I have seen him. I'm going to try and talk him into wearing his aero head. Okay. Because then I'll wear mine.
I'm wearing mine?
Yeah.
I'm a trendsetter. You park down there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll come and have a look at your road bike TT setup in a minute then.
Cool.
So although we are road bike TTing, it's still a race, isn't it? So the gains that are allowed, I am going to wear. Now road bike wise, it's pretty much as per normal crit setup, to be honest. NRG wax chain, I have got a discount code in the description down below if you're interested in getting one of those. But basically just optimise what you can. Fast tyres, tubes, drivetrain, cockpit, nicely angled in to get as aero as you can. Take my bottle cage off. And that's about it. It doesn't need overthinking. The course wise, it's a fast start. We're going to run out of gears on the way out, and then we're going to have a strong headwind on the way back, and it's 2 laps. There's a few undulations, but nothing too major. And yeah, I look forward to getting stuck in with the guys. I haven't actually seen Matt yet, but I'm assuming he's here, so Lee and I don't have to do it as a 2-up. I've got cameras on the bike, so I'll do a separate analysis video, but I'm feeling ready to go. We're going to go and get a toilet stop done, get a little warm up in, and then get cracking. Really looking forward to it. We're saying waist up.
Yeah. Anything above the waist.
I've spoken to Lee on video already, and we were just saying that Lee and I weren't too bothered that we were doing it on road bikes. I actually think, okay, cool little challenge. You were not so much of a fan, were you?
Really bothered me.
Is time trial on a road bike, does it not count?
Well, why would you bring a knife to a gunfight? You got quick stuff, why don't you use the fastest kit you've got? So, yeah.
Some people might say, why would you do a team time trial with me though? That's the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so with that in mind, what have you done to your bike? What sort of setup is it set up for today?
Well, I have tweaked it a little bit. Bear in mind it was only last night when I got around to doing it, but I put some, well, the limit's 90mm for the road bike category, so I've got some 88mm rims on, which I have measured, just in case I've got a template like UCI sock style. So what else I've done other than that really? That's about all I had time to. Oh, I put post ratio cassette on.
Ooh, what ratio is it?
It's like 25/11.
Oh, I've got 11/26. Yeah. Odd tyres, what's the thought behind that?
These are just what happened to be on the bike. I robbed them off last night, so this is bothering me a little bit, but I've got a Corsa Speed on the front and a Michelin TT on the back, Power TT.
Do I know what happened to the other Corsa Speed to that pair? Was that the National 25
year before last? Yeah, that's the one that I locked up on the roundabout, nearly getting killed.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so the strategy for today, we haven't really had much of a strategy talk of it, because I think we know what we're doing.
We haven't spoken for weeks.
No, I know. Right, it's going to be a tailwind out. We're going to hit it hard from the start. There's a few little bumps. We're going to smash it up the bumps because it's going to be pretty easy in between that, I think.
Right.
And then I think the difference we made on the way back, we're into a headwind, so we're going to have to go hard. It might be harder, shorter turns because the benefit in the draft will be more. So I think we'll be recovering more than we did. Oh, you didn't do it last year. Than we did last time we did this. Right. It's like a draggy climb up to Tuxford. You sit on the front, I'll shout at you what to do, right?
Yeah, any turn-ins as well, make sure you shout if I'm on the front, because I don't really remember where the course goes.
Oh man, I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyways, Lee's took his mud guards off at least, anyway.
That's good.
Right, Matt doesn't know the course.
Yeah. You've been round it
I know the junctions roughly, but I don't know about anything about the terrain really.
Bumpy.
Alright, okay. Well, Lee and I know the corners very well, so.
Yes.
And we've learned that already, leave the corners to not
you want to take it steady on that one where you're coming into the start. It's a bit off camber, no heroes around there.
Okay. Lee did the individual event last week and you had a good ride, but you were described as dangerous.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the start. Oh, well, I think we've had a really good ride, to be honest. Just over 55 minutes, and I've done about 325, 330 watts. I've had a good ride. We'll talk to Matt and Lee in a second. I hit a pothole on the first lap, didn't think anything more of it. Maybe I should have looked a bit closer. Oh dear. That is not ideal. And the wheel is not, well, it's rubbing, and it's far from straight. But as I say, I didn't notice on the way around, and the guys didn't shout it either, so thanks lads for keeping me pedalling. So yeah, we'll get that sorted at some point soon. But let's go see how the lads think the road. Good ride, Lee?
Yeah, it was alright. Yeah,
have you unzipped for my benefit or for cooling?
Liz's benefit.
You got it. Liz, stop looking. Stop it. Lee, you know we hit that pothole and there's a bit of a rattle.
Yeah, you haven't snapped a spoke. No.
At least I didn't notice on the way around though, because I might have slowed down and had a look at it, and that'd have been a nightmare, wouldn't it? So good. Happy with the ride?
That's where the 20 seconds are.
It is, you're right. Happy that went?
Yeah, it's good, yeah. It's definitely got everything out. It was quite tough, weren't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it were for you, but it was.
Oh yeah. I think it was a roller coaster, wasn't it? Like, Matt has a funny thing go off his heart rate every now and again. On the first lap he said, my heart's doing funny things, and I thought, ooh. So he sort of, well, he didn't really back off much, but he just controlled it a bit. And then I think both you and I had ups and downs, but we just communicate, we just pace it well.
I think I started a bit quick, but then I managed to recover again, so I was fine.
When we got sort of on track, we'd average 31 miles an hour.
Yeah, I know. On road bikes.
So we've done just over 55 minutes. We're only actually 20 seconds slower than when Lee Dean and I did it last year on TT bikes, and the conditions were better last year, weren't they? So
we've done really well.
27 miles an hour on road bikes. I'm very, very happy with that. Time now to go in the village hall and see how we've done results-wise, and see how the other two SNCC teams have done. And also there was a tandem team and a couple of junior teams, weren't there? So it's good. Time trial is cool.
Absolutely.
Right, I'll get the baby all out, Lee. Let's go. You know it's serious when you're using the Training Peaks app on landscape mode, so you can really get into those stats. Are you looking at how high your heart rate went?
If I ought to have gone to hospital instead of finishing.
Matt, that was tough, wasn't it?
It was pretty tough, yeah.
Matt has probably something you should see a doctor about.
I have seen a doctor about.
Oh right, okay. Matt's heart rate does crazy things sometimes when he rides his bike hard, which is slightly concerning.
It's to do do with digestion. If I've got something in my stomach that don't quite agree with me, it's somehow like it's twanging on a little, I don't know, there's like nerves or something in there, and it sends my heart rate to maximum.
I shouted to Matt, you feeling alright? He went, my heart's doing funny things. I thought, ooh, I don't know what to do with that information. So I just went to the front and kept riding hard.
Well, I was on the basis that it doesn't hurt, so probably wasn't about to die. We can still do 400 watts.
It doesn't hurt more than the ride you're doing.
Yeah, like my legs hurt more than my chest, so I figured it would be alright.
I think there's a defib at the village hall here, so it's near the finish, so yeah.
Right.
Road bike TT, and then are you converted?
I'm not, no. It's like you're just making it hard for the sake of it, I don't.
It was so windy at times that I was grateful to be on a road bike and have slightly more steering.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, looking back, I should have considered that before I put in the 90mm or 88mm.
Well, he had to shout at me because it's hard to, when you ride crits and road races, you think if there's a crosswind, you want those behind you to be in the gutter or not in your draft. And I was sort of doing that by default, and Lee was like, come out, because I was riding.
Because you were in the middle of your lane, Lee was off to the side of you out into the middle of the road, and I was on the wrong side of the road, well, almost on the wrong side of the road. Don't ride the wrong side of the road, kids. And, so yeah, there was just trying to get a draft really, otherwise I would have been
good ride. I think we were all pretty much on the limit towards the end, weren't we, and got everything out. So
yeah, I'd pretty much blown it by then.
It's good though. No, but not enough to not stay with us. That was good. I always have to worry about that last minute that Lee seems to pull from absolutely nowhere, like 600 watts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Knowing there's a little uphill in there after that last junction.
Sorry, it cost you 30 seconds in the last half mile, lads. Anyway, let's go and get some cake and coffee.
Yeah, so
right, so I'm just with Alex, who was in the SNCC. Who was in your team? Jono and Dean. Unlucky. How did it go?
Yeah, following Dean was as expected, hard work.
What did I tell you before? The biggest problem with Dean is you've got to shout him to not pull through like a rocket ship. So how did that go?
Yeah. So basically, it was a Dean show.
Right.
So me and Jono were just hanging on to Dean. Otherwise, it was fun.
Yeah.
Went pretty fast. The tailwind was awesome. And then the headwind was not so awesome.
It's an interesting dynamic because Dean's like a 350 watt threshold monster, whereas you're super aero but nowhere near as big as him. So how did you play that dynamic wise?
I just chewed the stem, tucked in, elbows in, little stupid aero helmet on, and my back's hurting, my triceps hurt. just holding on. That's all I did. Yeah.
Road bike TT, and what do you think?
I think it's a great alternative to TT bikes. I don't miss my TT bike at all. No offence, guys.
Matt thinks it's a waste of time. Alright, good stuff. Well done. You've just done an hour today, haven't you? 59 minutes? We hope. Cracking 25 mile an hour on that course in the wind. It's good old ride. Well done.
Thank you.
Right, so behind me we have all three South Mormonton Team Time Trial teams. We've won today first and second overall, first vets team. So all the teams have won a prize. But what a great event. What a good atmosphere. Awesome. Give Team Time Trial a go. Most of us here haven't done one before. So we're doing it again next year?
Yeah, more teams.
Yeah.
And we've also between the teams won a fair bit of prize money, about 130 odd quid or something in total. And we've just all donated it to James Simpson, who is doing a quinn in a gym at the minute. I'll leave a link in the description down below to his Just Giving page. So enjoy, James. Hope you're suffering more than we are today, because we're only doing an hour of exercise. He's doing more. Anyway, thanks very much, chaps. Good day out. See you later.